Hey, what is up guys? Take the Shot here, and today I want to show you guys a deck profile that I made and I've been playing with recently on Hearthstone for the Priest. This uses almost entirely basic cards with the exception of just a few, and they're cheap to craft. The main strategy behind this deck is to use Northshire Cleric, which has the ability whenever a minion is healed you can draw a card, and also Acolyte of Pain, and whenever this minion takes damage you can draw a card. So basically we damage this minion usually by attacking or getting attacked, and then every time we do we can draw a card, and then we heal it usually with the Priest ability, and then Northshire Cleric triggers and we can draw a card for that as well. So you know, that's the ideal situation. When it does get all set up and work properly, it really does have massive amounts of draw power. And we also have some backup ways of damaging them, such as Elven Archer. You'll see me get off a pretty good combo with Elven Archer, and you know, the healing with the Priest ability and everything like that to draw tons of cards in a single turn. For more draw power, we have Power Word Shield, and we also have Voodoo Doctor to heal as well, to also trigger Northshire Cleric's ability. Our backup plan, if the whole draw power thing doesn't work, is to load up a minion with lots of HP. We can do this with Temple Enforcer's ability, give him a friendly minion +3 health. And then also, this card gives +1 attack and health, and then this one also gives +2 health. Basically, load up a minion with a bunch of health, and then use, first use Divine Spirit, which doubles the minion's health to give it even more, and then use Inner Fire to change its attack to be equal to its health. So then we basically just get a massive attack and health minion out, which can obviously just do massive amounts of damage, and it's extremely annoying for them to get rid of. So that's kind of our backup plan if the whole draw power thing doesn't work out. In addition to that, some other just staples that I put in is Ironbeak Owl, just extremely good for silencing things with taunts or just annoying abilities. Some removal cards just to help us out in the early game. This deck struggles the most with decks that are very quick and just go straight for attacking your hero and trying to kill you as quick as possible, because it needs time to get set up. So if you play against another slow deck, you do actually have a pretty good chance of winning, but it obviously is luck as well, because you kind of need a lot of parts for this whole convoluted strategy to actually work. It's not the most consistent deck in the world, but it is pretty cool and it is pretty fun. Some other cards we have is Chillwind Yeti, just because it's an extremely good card. Same goes for Sen'jin, and we need some taunt. And then we also have Sunfury Protector to give us even more taunt, just to try and give us some kind of defense against those really quick decks. But generally, if we run into those types of things, we're pretty much just going to lose. And then we also have Lord of Arena as well for some more taunt. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then some just good priest cards. And yeah, so that's the build. Try it out if you want, and I'm going to show you guys a quick gameplay of me using this deck now. Alright, so here's a gameplay of me playing against a Warlock deck, and I'm going first. I'll skip ahead here because this guy takes a really long time to do nothing on his turn. And then, so I have a pretty good hand here, but I don't really want to do anything yet, because if I put this, this light down, then it's going to get, I'm worried that it's going to get killed right away, so I'm decided to wait another turn so that I can power it up with the shield card, and also draw a card for that as well. And like I said, this deck does take a while to get set up. Fortunately, this guy also is seeming to be run a pretty slow deck as well, and so he's just going to use his ability to draw a card, and so yeah, I'm going to play this card, and then I'm going to put on +2, so that way it is less likely to die before its ability is even able to get off, because it's not, you know, of much use as an attacker. It just needs to stay alive so that I can use its ability. And you know, I like to keep as many cards in my hand as possible. I think that's definitely an advantage, especially in the late game, if you have more cards versus your opponent like top decking, having to play whatever he has obviously is not ideal. So anyways, this guy hasn't played anything yet. He's gonna finally play this spider card, and then this annoying card with 4 HP and taunts for only 1 mana. But this guy's gonna run lots of these little death rattle cards, which turns out to be good for me because it means that his deck is very slow and you know, kind of relies on me attacking him. So I'm thinking about what to do here, and I decide to power this up some more because I don't want to basically I just want to be able to attack this turn and actually do some damage so I can get rid of this taunt as soon as possible, instead of putting my other ability guy down, whereas he wouldn't even be able to attack. At least this guy can, you know, power something up and essentially do 1 damage this turn. So like I said, he's running lots of these little death rattle things, and also apparently lots of these taunt guys. So yeah, there's more death rattle guys, and the spider one's actually kind of annoying because you kill it and then 2 more take its place. But he's just going to attack me directly here, and now I have a chance to potentially get off a good combo this turn. I'm deciding how I want to, like, the order that I want to do this in. So I decide that I want to, instead of like injuring my own guy with this damage, I'm going to try to just take out both of these taunt guys this turn instead of getting the card off of the ability. So that's what I do. I'm going to attack both of them and kill them with getting good damage trading. Could have easily botched that, and I usually do, but anyways, so here he goes again. Probably gonna put down more you know, death rattle guys. That seems to be his whole pretty much strategy. It's taunt and death rattle things mainly. Yep, there's 2 more, and like I said, it's very good for me. So I'm not complaining, even though normally those decks are quite annoying. So he's just going to take out a couple of my guys there. He's starting to, well, before he was attacking me directly, but now he's starting to realize that a lot of my guys have pretty annoying abilities, so he should probably kill them before they can do too much damage. And yeah, I'm getting a good amount of cards here in my hand, and I decide I'm gonna go for the combo this turn, so I damage my own guy with the ability to draw a card for that, and then I'm going to attack him to draw another card with it on the damage exchange. And then I can also heal him with my priest ability now, and that'll trigger my other ability to draw another card. So that's pretty much the whole strategy behind this deck, is to just draw lots of cards on those little damage exchanges, and make the best use out of the abilities you can. So I was tempted to do the 5 damage, but I decided to do to give him more attack instead, so that way I can basically do 4 damage for 1 mana. That seems better than doing 5 for 2. That was just kind of my logic there, but didn't really matter. So he doesn't really have anything with actual like attacks. There's one, I guess, that comes out that'll attack next turn, so that could be an issue for me, but for the most part none of this stuff really does any damage, and he can't really attack my minion, or he's going to trigger off my abilities and let me draw cards. There he did say that that attacking was a mistake. I don't really know what else he could have done though, but either way he thought it was a mistake. And speaking of mistakes, before this game is over I'm gonna make a pretty big mistake, but it ultimately ends up working out. So I'm gonna start loading up this guy so that he can take more damage and therefore draw more cards, basically. And that seems like the best idea. So I'm going to attack this guy since I want to actually take 1 damage here so that I can draw my card.
Right away.
I didn't save mana to heal that turn, otherwise I could have also gotten another card, but that's fine. I have quite a few cards in my hand as it is. And you know, have a pretty good big lead over this guy right now, so I'm feeling pretty good, especially since he doesn't really have too much threats out on the board. So he's deciding who to attack with the ogre. He decides to take out my light guy because his ability is annoying, and had I been able to heal I would have been able to draw 2 cards off of that 1 heal, which could have been pretty big. There he does attack him and kill him, but I do still get to draw a card anyways, and then for my turn. So I think here is where I make a pretty big misplay, but we'll see. Here I'm gonna load this guy up with HP here, so I'm gonna double his HP and then make his attack equal to his HP. I think that was a good strategy. However, I mistake this card for the one that does damage to anything that I want, and I heal him instead. Like, that was a pretty big misplay, I have to tell him, but I think he pretty much realized, yeah. But regardless, I couldn't attack him directly, I don't think, this turn anyways, because he has the thing with taunt. But if I had something with charge maybe, or if I had I don't know, the owl that silences. But anyways, that was a pretty big misplay, but it's not really gonna matter because, like I said, have a pretty big advantage over him right now. And so he's going to just use his ability, and he's going to draw into a nice removal card and draw another card off of that.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So, I'm crunching some numbers here. He does have enough to actually take out my guy here, although it is going to pretty much kill all of his actual threats. And then I'd probably be able to clean up next turn, and I think he realizes that because he does surrender here. And that's going to be the game. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you think, or any improvements on the build that I should make. And other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.